Hello everyone, and welcome back to the cave once again. Now, as you saw in my previous video, I had quite the haul from San Diego Comic-Con. This week's video is going to be a Smuggler's Bounty video, and I have not one, but two really sick boxes to go through. One of them is the more recent box of the Droids themed crate, and the other one is an older box for Rogue One. As I had mentioned, I'm trying to complete the Rogue One collection, and, you know, people on Amazon and eBay often sell exclusive things for more money, and it just so happens that the two Smuggler's Bounty Rogue One Pops were about $25 each on Amazon. And so I figured at that price, I might as well just buy the old box for $25 and get a whole bunch of other cool stuff, as well as the two Pops I needed. That being said, let's get started with the Rogue One box. Now, as I had done in the last video, I'll show them off on the shelf, out of box. First, I'm going to go through everything else that came in the box, and then we'll get to the Pops, just because it makes more sense with how the box opens up. So when you first open the box, there is a patch and a pin inside, and this patch, as you can see, is Cassian Andor, and it says Rogue One on it, which is really cool. It has the little Rebel symbol on there. And then the pin that comes in it, let me see if you can actually see this through the plastic wrap. It's a pin of K2 SO from Rogue One, which is really cool as well. I've really enjoyed collecting these pins and patches so far, and I need to get on finding a place to put all these dang patches. Once we open up the inner flap of the box, you get the wearable, which I went ahead and took mine out of the bag because I intend to wear this on Wednesday when I see Galactic Empire in Columbus. But as you can see, and I cannot, this is actually a really cool shirt. It's got a bunch of the characters from Rogue One on it, and these things are incredibly soft and comfy, so really excited to start wearing these more often. Once we get into the box, I was actually surprised when this was in there. It is the first of the Hikari minis, and you can kind of see it. It's a little black Darth Vader, which I had seen these in stores before and had never once thought to buy one, but this thing just happened to be in there, so it's a nifty little thing. I might keep this one on my desk just because I thought it was that cool. So the first pop in this batch is the Smuggler's Bounty exclusive of Jyn Erso in her Edu costume, which is really cool. The detailing on it is really sick with the hat she's wearing with the goggles, just her different clothes, because I think this is the second or third variant of Jyn that we get. So I'm really excited to add this to the collection. I didn't realize there were so many variants of some of these characters, so it's definitely nice to get a hold of these. And then the other pop in the batch is the Smuggler's Bounty Imperial Death Trooper, and the way that this one is different than the standard Death Trooper is this one is holding a sniper rifle. So at the beginning of Rogue One, you can see some of the Death Troopers that are with Krennic are carrying massive rifles. So it's just a really nice variant, because, you know, we only have technically one Death Trooper and then the Crone Death Trooper. So it's cool that they gave them a variety of weapons in the movie. Made it a little bit more interesting to collect Pops. And with that, we're going to move on to the Droids crate, which I was initially skeptical at first about getting it, but let me tell you, it was so worth it snatching this thing up. Let's find out why. So when we first open up the flap, there is a patch in there that says Droids on it, and has C-3PO as well as R2-D2 on the side there. So again, I really need to get myself a denim vest or something, or someplace I can start ironing these patches on, because they're really cool. And the pin for this box is a battle droid from Episode 1, which is really sick. Roger, roger. So this box only came with the two pins, a wearable, and two Pops, which I'm perfectly okay with. So if you don't mind, I'm going to go ahead and open up this bag with the shirt in it and show you, because I thought the shirt was probably one of the better parts of the box. Let me just unfold this so you can actually see it. I am sweating because it's hot, as you can see. So as you can see, and I cannot, there we go. This shirt has the map from Episode 7 towards the end of the movie, where BB-8 and R2 complete the map to find Luke Skywalker. So I just thought that was such a genius idea to do for a droid shirt. These two shirts have probably been some of my favorite things that I've acquired throughout Funko lately. I know a lot of people were disappointed with the 40th anniversary box when we just got wristbands, which I kind of talked about in that video. But these two shirts definitely make up for that. Right, let's get into the pops that are in the box. So the first up, which is such an incredible thing that they did, is the unfinished version of C-3PO from the Phantom Menace. And the cool thing about this pop is it wasn't just, you know, some crappy paint job they did. They actually did all the wiring and stuff with the mold of the pop itself, which it turned out so wonderfully. And I'm really excited. This is actually the first prequel pop that I have acquired, so I guess that's just an excuse for me to try and find more, so we'll see how that goes. And then lastly in the box, we have our very first R5-D4 from A New Hope. And if you watched my San Diego Comic-Con haul, you'll understand why that's such a good thing that I managed to pick this thing up, because it just goes really well with the New Hope set of the holographic Leia and R2, the Smuggler's Bounty Luke and the Land Speeder. It's just been great, you know, starting to like fill in little gaps of those sets to kind of bring them to fruition a little bit more than just having one or two. And that is all we have for this week, so if you liked what you saw, smash that like and subscribe button, and if you have any other questions about any collecting, whether it's Funko, Black Series figures, Legos, whatever, please don't hesitate to hit me up and we can talk turkey on collecting. Until then, we'll see you next time.